one of the goals that I have for myself over the winter, over kind of this slower period in life in general, is to tackle some small projects that I've been putting off for a long time. One of them, cleaning out the greenhouse. Certainly not perfect, but it's actually workable. I can do stuff in there. And the biggest one was this giant pile of trays and cups and just junk. I still have some stuff left to go, but I don't know if you can hear that. It has started raining quite a lot. I've already been out here for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. And my goal is basically just to plug in a couple of hours every day that the weather permits. So I got 2 projects off my list. We'll call it 1.5, because there's still a little bit of stuff I have left to do. And then next time that the weather permits, I'm just going to come out here, finish cleaning it up, mow it over with the weed whacker, clean up, hose out all the cups, all the trays, all the, all the stuff, and just kind of make it an inviting space for when the seed starting season begins. If I could talk, that'd be great. But in the meantime, let's go inside and check out some seeds I got at Baker Creek last time I was there. For those of you who don't know, I live in southern Missouri. I live close enough to make a reasonable drive to get to Baker Creek Seed, like the big mega, the one. And I also sell at markets, fairs, stuff like that. I sell fermented foods, I sell kombucha, things like that. And they have 3 events at that place every year. And I was a vendor at the last 2 of them. I wasn't a vendor when they were doing the first one. This last one in October, which was a long time ago, and these are still in the purchased tote bags. Don't judge me. It's getting up to be garden season, and I figured I would go ahead and share with you my seed haul that I got in October. Some of these items should have already been planted. I will do that when I have a clearing that is at least a week of no expected overnight freezes, but for now, these remain in their bags. So, the ones that should have already been planted are these pink pearl hyacinth. Oh, there we go. Gorgeous. I love hyacinth. Okay, and then red Madonna tulips. Can you kind of see you can. Oh, aren't those gorgeous? And Gypsy Princess Hyacinth. Focus. This lighting is awful. My dad is actually a flower farmer in Washington State. And so he made me fall in love with these things. They are so gorgeous. This one is a Persian buttercups. What was this one? Persian buttercups. Oh. It's just yellow and salmon. But that was basically the colors that they had left. One thing you should know at these local events, I'm not saying they are always going to do this. I don't know if they do this like if you just walk into their store, but at any rate, at these events, at the bare minimum, their seed packets are $2, whereas normally online they're much more than $2. So you're gonna have to excuse me if I bought a lot of seeds. Let me sort through these and then I'll bring you back and I'll see if I can get some better lighting. So apparently my front porch is about the only place that I could find a decent amount of lighting. So we're just gonna chill here in my giant puffy coat on my porch swing and we're gonna go through my seeds. So I got a German pink. I know this one is good. I have it, I have had it. I'm not sure which tomato seeds I have, to be completely honest. I just saw ones that I liked or ones that I knew I liked and that I might be out of, so I picked them up. Amarilla Tomatillo. I've never seen this variety before, so I was pretty stoked to see that one. Queen of the Night tomato. Gorgeous. Not a clue. A unique variety of okra. I've never seen that one before either. And then I got some Chinese cabbage, Golden Beauty. I plan on growing a lot of cabbage. We're going to be starting cabbage, broccoli, all kinds of brassicas. We should be starting them probably, I'd say within the next week. So I'm excited. And a giant perfection mix of asters, Snow Princess calendula, Snapdragon, a cherry twist snapdragon, Mustamuso red striped aster. You have to excuse me, I'm reading them backwards on the screen. So if I butcher them, that's why. Cherry brandy, Rudbeckia. It looks like a daisy mixed with a sunflower a little bit. I love coleus. See, what I like... We're outside, so the cats are definitely going to join us. It looks like Mittens is making his ascent here. I love coleus because it's like the whole time that they exist, they just look like a beautiful flower. And they're not. This one is a Colocha Sunset. I make no promises that these are correct. This little guy here is Mittens. You can see why. Went with a generic name because I couldn't figure out their names. We got 3 more kittens. Not sure when, but they're probably half grown. And a Sahara Rudbeckia. Love in a Mist. This is Midnight Nigella. And Orange Jazz. I've never seen that one before. Orange Jazz Tomato. Pineapple Tomato. I know these are really good. I love those, that variety. Sun Gold. Ow! Sun Gold 2 tomatoes. Rio Grande Verde tomato. Tomatillo. Oh my gosh. You should see the mispronunciations I'm editing out. Sakura, this is a pretty flower. One of my focuses when I was there, because that's just what was on my brain at the moment, was flowers. Because this last year, I had a disastrous gardening season. It was terrible. And one of the things that I did was I left several of the packs of, not packs, but like, you know, the photo boxes a lot of people use for their garden seeds. I left several of those. I want to say by accident, but it was really just neglect. I left them in my greenhouse, and then I went to an event. I think it was like my regular Saturday market or something like that, and I forgot to actually prop the door open, like hold the greenhouse door open, and it just got melted hot in there, and all the seeds that were in there died. And one of them was most of my flowers. So I did pick up a pretty healthy amount of flowers. And I also know that that was the case because later on I tried to plant them and my phone rang. But later on I tried to plant them and I didn't get not one single flower. Like, I planted probably 500 flowers. Not a single one sprouted. It broke my heart. And don't get me wrong, I will continue to plant them until the packet is empty. Just because I'm weird like that. I'm not sure exactly which containers were out there, so I'm just gonna plant everything as is, and then whichever ones are like, I'll start them ahead of time in the little seed cells, and then whichever ones I get like a 0 germination rate from, I'll probably try and do them on like the paper towel method, you know, like the moist paper towel, and then if that doesn't work, then I'm screwed. Anyways, Evening Sun Sunflower. I planted a lot of sunflowers, not a single one. A Lemon Queen Sunflower, Astra Gold. You are just persistent, Mitten. Titan Sunflower, probably gonna be a nice big one that the chickens are gonna love. Astra Rose Cream Sunflower, look at this. Oh my gosh, is that not gorgeous? Heavenly Blue Tweedia. I've never even heard of that variety of a flower, so I'm excited for that. Gabiosa Salmon Queen. Echinacea Double Decker, so a nice big full echinacea flower. Chocolate Cherry Sunflower. Bro, come on. Oh, you are just wreaking havoc, dude. I wish I had sunlight in my house. I wouldn't have to do this. One thing that you have to know about these kittens, we got 3 of them. They came from a home. They were very well loved by several of the little kiddos that lived there. So they're not very feral. They require constant attention. If you are outside, you must be petting them. They demand a lot of attention. They are all up in my business almost every time I walk outside. A showy milkweed, a classic artistic mix of bachelor buttons, Waltham 29 broccoli, kabocha squash, one of hubby's favorite kind of squash, Ozark pink tomato, a snow princess calendula. I feel like that's the second time I've seen that. Is it? African blue disc daisy, an Iran squash. I got a marigold that wasn't orange. A sugar and spice marigold, moon and stars watermelon, queen lime orange zinnia. I love zinnias. They're so pretty. I like all like the big kind of bushy flowers, the ones that look like daisies and sunflowers and zinnias, and can't even think of the other one. The ones that you have the bulbs for. Dahlias, love them. Peruviana zinnia? Those don't really look like zinnias, but I'll take them. This one is very unusual. It's a Chupon de something. That is a tomatillo. Isn't that neat? I've never seen a tomatillo that was that shape. Dr. Wyche's yellow tomato, a Kellogg's breakfast tomato. This is actually a different variety of spaghetti squash. Can you even believe it? It's called a Warsaw pasta squash. Buena Mulata peppers. Love these things. They are delicious. I got a couple packs of Texas early Grondo and a Kajari melon. I'm pretty sure I ran out of those seeds last year. And I know I ran out of this pepper, which I'm not going to try and pronounce, but they're really good. Early Fortune cucumber. First time, haven't seen that variety. There were a lot of new varieties that I had never come across before. Whoa, I forgot how pretty that was. This is a Paradiso Super Duper Echinacea. Looks like a zinnia. A ground cherry New Hanover variety. I'm not sure I've ever seen that one before. And of course the classic Aunt Molly's ground cherry. Ground cherries are amazing. Sacatos sweet melon. And last one, Prescott Fond Blanc. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with melons, but hopefully this year will change that and just give them the good conditions to grow, and hopefully they will take off from there. So I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna make some dinner for hubby. He should be home in probably about an hour or so, and then I will see you guys tomorrow where we will continue the saga of trying to get that area in the garden cleaned up and whatever else comes up tomorrow. We'll see.